Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Improve Your English. I'm Charlotte Evans, and I'm joined by the ever-thoughtful James Harrington. James, are you ready to dive into the world of shopping today?
Absolutely, Charlotte. I mean, who isn't familiar with shopping, right? Whether you love it or, well, just tolerate it. It's such a common IELTS Speaking Part 1 topic. And, it's one of those areas where you can really show off your personality if you know how.
Exactly, and that's what we're starting with, 3 strategies to help you stand out. First up, be specific. Don't just say, I like shopping. Instead, try something like, I enjoy browsing through second-hand bookstores on weekends. It's so much more vivid, isn't it?
Yeah, and it gives the examiner a real sense of who you are. Second tip, mix your tenses. Talk about what you usually buy, what you used to buy, or even what you'd like to buy in the future. It shows you're comfortable with different grammar structures, which is, a big deal for your score. Siegen wollen.
And the third one, my favourite actually, is using emotional language. Words like relaxing, exciting, stressful, or therapeutic. It's not just about what you buy, but how it makes you feel. I've seen students really boost their scores just by adding a bit of emotion to their answers. It makes you sound more natural, don't you think?
Definitely. And phrases like compare products or treat myself. They're simple, but they add so much colour. I always tell my students, don't be afraid to show a bit of your personality. It's not a job interview, it's a conversation.
Exactly. And honestly, when I started focusing on emotional language with my students, I noticed their confidence just shot up. They stopped sounding robotic and started sounding like, well, themselves. That's what the examiner wants to hear.
All right, let's get into some real IELTS questions and see how these strategies work in practice. So, Charlotte, do you enjoy shopping?
I do, actually, but it's not just about buying things for me. I find it relaxing to walk around, look at displays and compare products. It's like a mini escape from daily stress,
That's a great answer. See how you gave reasons and feelings, not just a simple yes. Now, what kind of shopping do you like most?
I'd say I love shopping for books. There's something about browsing in a quiet bookshop, maybe with a coffee in hand, that just feels right. Even if I don't buy anything, I enjoy the experience.
I'm a bit different. I'm a bit of a tech geek, so I could spend hours in gadget shops, looking at the latest headphones or, camera gear. Even if I don't buy anything, it's just fun to explore. Actually, that reminds me.
Go on, I can tell you've got a story brewing.
Yeah, so once I bought this jacket online, it looked absolutely amazing in the photos, like I thought I'd look like a film star. But when it arrived, the material felt so cheap, and it didn't fit right at all. I couldn't even return it. That's the risk with online shopping, isn't it?
Oh, I've done that too. It's such a classic mistake. Buying on impulse because something looks good online. But, that's a great example of storytelling. If you can share a little personal story in your answer, it really bumps up your fluency score.
Exactly. And you use some great vocabulary there. Update my style, e-commerce platforms, buy on impulse. These are the kinds of phrases that make your answers sound natural and, well, band 9 worthy.
And don't forget, it's okay to show both sides, like, I love how easy online shopping is, but I sometimes miss touching or trying things before I buy. That kind of balanced answer is what examiners love. Let's do a quick vocab review. James, want to run through some of the top expressions from today?
Sure thing. So we've got window shopping, buy on impulse, compare products, treat myself, update my style and wait for sales.
Let's say them together, everyone listening, wherever you are, just repeat after us. Ready? I often buy on impulse.
Window shopping helps me relax.
I like updating my style.
I treat myself with a small gift every month.
Brilliant. And here's a little challenge for you. Pick 2 of the shopping questions we discussed and try to answer them using at least 2 of these phrases. And, don't worry if it feels awkward at first. I had a B2 student who practiced window shopping and wait for sales every day, just in little conversations, and her pronunciation and confidence improved so much. It's all about practice.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to record yourself. It's a bit cringy at first, but it really helps you notice where you can improve. Plus, you get used to hearing your own voice, which is half the battle, isn't it? So we've covered strategies, model answers, and vocabulary. But, Charlotte, if you had to give just one piece of advice for someone preparing for the IELTS speaking test on shopping, what would it be?
Ooh, tough one, I'd say. Don't be afraid to show your feelings. Even if you think your answer is a bit ordinary, adding a bit of emotion or a personal story makes it memorable. And honestly, it's more fun for you and the examiner.
Yeah, and I'd add, be specific. The more detail you give, the more natural you sound. Like instead of, I like shopping, say, I love browsing for vintage records on Saturday mornings. It paints a picture, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and remember it's not about being perfect. It's about being clear, confident and, well, yourself. That's what gets you the high scores. All right, that's all from us today on shopping. Thanks so much for listening, and we hope you picked up some useful tips and phrases for your next IELTS speaking test.
If you enjoyed this episode, do us a favour. Hit the subscribe button and leave a review, or share it with a friend who's also preparing for IELTS. It really helps us out.
And if you've got a topic you want us to cover next, maybe reading, mobile phones or public transport, just let us know. We're always up for a new challenge.
Charlotte, it's always a pleasure chatting with you. Until next time.
Thanks, James, and thanks to everyone listening. Keep practicing, keep improving, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Take care, everyone. Goodbye.